Tes. Tes tes.
There are leaves around, and I know just the tune to accompany them, if you wish to hear it. Time to go. Time to go. A fateful offering.
Judgment! Shiver!
Stabilize.
Wind strike.
That felt pretty good. What if I were to go back?
I used to love the rain. I'll scout ahead.
Solidify.
Oh ini.
Wind strike.
Na 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 na.
Make sure to keep up.
Solidify.
You can't run!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
This is order.
Wind strike!
Let's light it up!
Stabilize. Gather.
Teamwork is strength. Punishment.
Wind strike. As one with wind and cloud.
Order guide you.
Judgment.
Tingkatnya kurang nih.
Time to go.
Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a down. Or certainly.
Bener. Ya. Force close tahe emang. Ya. Aku.
Stroll in the middle of a down.
Solidify.
Teamwork is strength. You can't run. Shiver.
Fallen leaves. Adorn my.
Order guide you. Stabilize.
Judgment. Everybody stand back. Punishment. Yeah.
As one with wind and cloud.
Stabilize.
Judgment.
Wind strike.
This is order.
Ah. Kalau nggak ada ini udah aku skip lah. Aku ngurusin aja. Lek pula. Lupa gua. Astaga. Sorry.
Hi, Catherine. We heard that you have a new
That's correct.
a designated committee.
The,
Yay! A festival!
the Astro Commission and Lady Yai are responsible for all the festival preparations. The one who has requested your help.
We better go to Grand Narukami Shrine.
Lady Yai is currently at Yai Publishing.
Oh, well, that's convenient.
Ranipan kayak Incur. So skip dan ya. Oh enggak kayaknya.
Tanya and Kuroda, how are things coming along?
All the books and commission prints for Yai Public.
Very good.
We have already received word from Apex Kusu.
Well done. And what about you, Onodera? Ahem. Onodera?
Oh, yes, Lady I. Everything is ready for the new issue release party.
You are the one who Besides, there's no need to be nervous. This project is destined for success. I feel quite optimistic about it. I shall specially grant you leave for the next couple of days, Onodera.
Yes, Lady I. Thank you very much.
All right then. Is everyone clear about their assignments? Good. We are running out of time, so let's get moving. Chop chop.
Chop chop.
Hello, little ones. I take it you have received my commission.
Some organizer you are! It's nearly time for the festival and you're still over here ramping things up for your light novel business! You weren't thinking of dumping all the festival preparations on us, were you? If so, then you can forget it! Paimon won't accept such a commission!
Apa nih? Tes. Nah, dem. Discordnya broken.
My, such harsh words. Let me ask you, little ones.
Huh? But isn't that a given?
Yes, that is true. Therefore, rather than sticking to the same old traditional festival, I suppose I should start by telling you the origins of the Iridori Festival.
Tes.
Every year, one of the 5, thanks to them, as time passed, people began creating various tales based on the 5 Kasen. The Iridori Festival was also developed as a result to show appreciation.
Sounds like a festival that's
Indeed. Which is precisely why I've decided to revive the Iridori Fest, holding a cultural
But wait a minute! Light novels?
Please stop looking at me with those baffled expressions. In ancient times, poetry was all the rage.
Yes,
But
Angel.
nowadays, the important thing is not the format, but the creative work itself. It is impossible to come up. Speaking of which, don't you think that the concept of focusing on the now... And besides, it's a great opportunity to reintroduce Inazuma to Ultivat through light novels.
Whoa, that was close! Paimon was... Come on, Miko! You can't fool us!
You can blast.
I can't deny... Well, what do you say?
Maybe a...
Come, let's pay a visit to the venue. There we'll meet a special someone who will tell you more.
Langsung teleport. Mana? Oh, lupa gua. Enggak jadi. Oh, enggak jadi. Gue lupa. Kelarin quest utama dulu.
During the Iridori Fest, once things are this small
Wow.
Yes, those are...
Ah, Lady I did mention that there would be some reliable helpers coming to assist with the festivities. At last we meet again, Traveler and Paimon.
Fortitude.
Oh, it's Ayato! Wow, so even a busy guy like yourself is here to attend the Iridori Festival.
Preparing festivals fall...
Come now, Ayato. We were just about to discuss the...
Certainly. This Iridori festival is... Therefore, the Yashiro... For example, the Yashiro Commission will... Which is precisely why it would be ideal to have someone familiar with both Inazuma and other nations of Teyvat to serve... I knew you would catch on. This arrival schedule includes the details of the ships on which the guests will be arriving.
Following release.
It's settled then. During the festival,
This festival requires the full cooperation of the Tri-Commission, and there are still many minor details which require my attention. So I must...
All the details we need about the ships are on the timetable that Ayato gave us. Let's take a closer look and be sure to pick up the passengers according to the times written on it.
That. Yang tinggal Kistanda.
Look, there he is.
Nah, ini quest apa?
Looks like we found him.
Ini quest apa? Kok malah quest di sini sih? Ampun, ini akun.
What am I gonna do?
Mr. Kurisu, are you alright?
Ini quest Ayaka.
Oh, you're Miss Ayaka from the
Astaga.
Kamisato clan. How do you do?
Better than you, it appears.
And if it isn't the Traveler, I haven't seen you in a while. I take it you've been out of Rito? Thanks again for your help last time.
That's great.
Well, it's embarrassing.
Which goods were stolen?
It was a batch of high-grade... We imported a big batch of silk from Liu recently.
Well, I also...
Anyway, there does...
I am afraid I can't...
Of course, I would...
Huh?
Yes. Acting it, I do so not with that aside. Given your position...
We will. But, what if someone high up in the Kanjo Commissions...
Very humorous. Let's not forget... Whoa. Mr. Kurisu.
Thank you so much.
Everyone, please follow me to the scene of the crime. The investigation starts there.
All right, off we go.
Quest apa sih? Ini quest apa sih? Mumpung Yesus. ASUS Aurastus. New child. Terus Nivis tuh. Oh iya, kayak ini iya deh. Ah, puyeng gua, aku nggak mau dulu. Ada aku mau pakai suara. Data collection. Nggak bisa. Oh, pieces art. Oke. Let's klik. Ini ya sepi. Sepi sekali.
Here we
Akun.
are. This is where we were robbed.
Hey, look on the ground. What are those?
Huh? Footprints. Very deep ones at that. Leading towards the forest.
Presumably, the depth suggests that they were carrying something heavy.
Let's see where they lead.
That felt pretty good.
Aku udah saya agak heran lah. Maksudnya heran gimana? Ya ampun, trailing. Oh, nggak perlu gerak lagi. Oh, maksudnya Bang Yanto.
There are a few interesting trinkets here.
Ini gimana sih? Oh ini.
Stop, thief!
You think you can get your stuff back with this bunch?
Why you?
Why wouldn't I, old man? You trade association types. Face it. This is Inazuma.
You are despicable.
Hey!
Business?
Pay up.
Wait, Mr. Kurisu, please.
But.
I trust you remember our agreement?
Oh, yes, of course.
Then please stand well back where it is
Oh
safe.
ini ya. Oke. Sis. Saya showcase utama bareng Mona bel sukus tuh. Lihat lagu punya.
Quake!
Astaga. Kebiasaan.
Gather!
I'm going in!
Astaga.
Shiver!
The fairy.
Mas 172. 100% potensi ya. Mana? Oh ini.
Let's get down to
Astaga.
business. Into the wind.
Whirling snow!
Bisa start dulu main.
Fairy's my hammer.
Ya, bagus dong. Kalau damage cuman jangan lihat dari showcase ya. Lihat di spiral potensimu enak gak makin. Kalau enak pakai artefak itu ya pakein aja. Unless this ini ulti.
Finally,
Well, that's resolved then.
No, please,
Miss Kamisato,
don't worry. The vagrants left in quite.
thank you.
You'd best do.
6, 8.
Great! Now we can finally buy some silk.
Tekken belum
Buy
bisa
silk?
push.
This was indeed our.
Don't get us wrong though. That's Paimon
200
thinks
kan
we're
tuh.
pretty lucky.
Kok
I
bisa?
honestly can't think. Please, say
Ntar
no.
lo damage-nya.
Thank you, good sir.
Oh, it's free
Harusnya
of
bisa
charge.
itu.
No, that will. Merchants already have enough challenges to deal with. There is nothing to feel distressed about, because.
Thank you. I'm
Very well.
See you then.
Ayolah, sudah ini.
Traveler, thank
Aku
you
ini
for
event.
perhaps. Oh,
Hehehe.
I admit that it did feel strange for me to. I guess that deep down, sorry, I'm getting off topic. Right.
Ya. Ah. Tuh, gue lupa ini kayaknya bukan. Masih gue lupa. The Legends of Kasem. Tunggu jam 6. Awas nih belum. Kalian belum ke build. Apa aja cara? Coba timmu apa? Selain Bennett sama Sukrus. Atau Singkir satu. Nunggu besok. Besokan hari ini. Kalau tim itu saranin lu pakai tim itu karena terlalu berat tim itu. Dari sini ketemu terus. Ampun, speedrunning.
The artist for the 5 Kasim portraits should be on board.
Songli udah, Singki udah, Sukrus sudah, Bennett dasarnya mengenalkan dia itu.
In the Iridori Festival.
Yes, that's right. Word has it that Inazuma has undergone many changes of late. We hope to find fresh.
These guests are all bards,
Tim
aren't
apa itu? Kayaknya tim mana?
Strange. He's pretty famous in huh? Why is that? Oh, Paimon sees what you're getting at. If he came rushing to Inazuma at the first
Masih
mention
event
of
ini
a
dong.
festival,
Gak ini
not
event,
only would it seem a little childish,
akun teman
his
gua.
honorary knight,
Dan ID-nya, ID. ID-nya beda itu.
were you also? No, Albedo's the one who received the invitation. But because everyone in the Knights of
Greetings, Traveler and Paimon.
I knew it!
It seems that you already know why I'm here. Oh, by the way,
Greetings, Paimon.
do you know where the...
Yeah, the international...
Great. Well, let's get going then.
Males banget kalau ngurusin ini gitu. Kalau ada yang namanya skip apa? Skip cutscene tuh wah gila. Terasa banget speedrun. Enggak setuju juga kan? Genshin Community emang aneh.
Wow, it's so beautiful here! So many things I've never seen before.
Slow down, Klee. Please be careful. Telling Klee so many stories about Inazuma. As a result, she could hardly sleep all the way here.
Itulah budak kecil
It seems that well, Mr. Hirayama was...
You mean you had no idea what you'd be painting before you arrived in Inazuma?
I only know of the 5 Kasen by name. I'm the type of painter who can complete a painting quickly as long...
So when do the paintings have to be done by?
According to the festival plans,
The day after tomorrow? Then you're already running out of time!
there's no need to panic.
Running off time.
When I was working on light novel illustrations, because the manuscripts are shipped by boat, just last month, I heard that my illustrations were sent to print.
Paimon isn't sure if she should...
Of course, I would still prefer to receive any possible...
Oh, right! The editors of the yacht, who knows? Maybe...
Alright, it's worth a try. Klee, you haven't slept for a while now.
Tehir kodomo.
Despite everything,
Well, the
sorry to interrupt, but what's going on here?
oh, hey, Traveler.
I'm looking for the editorial
ampun.
director.
Oh, hold on a second, Murata. Excuse me.
Yes, that's me.
My name is Kuroda. I do
Kuroda.
apologize, but
Misteri rasa.
well,
Excuse me.
huh?
Since you are all aware that To add to that, despite being aware that I am Calx, after considering these...
Well, earlier today, the Tenryou Commission was...
What? The book?
Not only is this book an eagerly anticipated release...
Because of the dire situation.
I see.
Bukunya hilang, guys.
If Mr. Hiro...
Yanyi? Sounds like a name from Liyue.
I have not met him personally, but the editor said that he is Oh, do you know him?
Application.
That's a real... But enough about that. Let's accompany Albedo to the warehouse, too.
Off we go.
Bentar ya. The Strange Tale of Suiko's Tipsy Teacher. Ini yang mantap, berasa beli BP 2 kali. Ngantuk, Pak.
I'm here on behalf of the Tenryou Commission, of course.
No, Sarah, Paimon wasn't talking about you. So, Tone Deaf Bard.
Tone Deaf Bard.
Considering the evidence.
As I have told you, you are a suspect. Before your allegations of theft and illegal entry as a stowaway are cleared, you are to remain silent. Don't make me say it again. Traveler, Paimon, do you know this self-proclaimed bard from Mondstadt?
Stranger.
Listen, Sarah. Knowing him, it's safe to say that he wasn't behind the theft.
Although he claims to be a special guest for the Iridori Festival. And just a moment ago, we caught him in a dandelion wine crate near the Sailing Breeze.
Yeah, same few question.
If it would help shed any light on the situation,
Oh, Fenty!
Ouch, your words wound me.
Oh.
We've been apart for so long, and the moment we meet again, all I'm greeted with is... you...
Similar means?
I merely jest. Fear not.
But why weren't you on the same ship as the other bards?
Well, once aboard, I found the captain to be a kindred spirit, and I was treated to an abundance of fine liquor along the way. And when I woke up, I found myself in this warehouse with a Tenryou Commission general.
Tenryou
Coming from
Commission.
Venti?
Excuse me, I'm the owner of the stolen goods from the IA Publishing House, and based on what you just said, it seems you...
Actually, I did hear some faint footsteps around me a couple of times.
Hmm? But...
Oh, I seem to understand now.
Huh? What did you notice, Albedo?
When it comes to burglars, they are... As for the
Burglar.
sound of footsteps...
I see.
Burglary.
But if that's the case, then...
No, not quite. From the facts that have been presented to us, first, whoever took the novels is... I knew you'd catch on, Traveler. One person couldn't possibly transport... It goes without saying that Venti clearly does not match up with our culprits.
Yes, I agree with your reasoning. Mr. Hirayama, the
Yes, understood.
Yeah.
I suppose I'm free as a bird then.
Whoa, Machinasai.
Not so fast.
Mhm.
Even though we've cleared the theft
Machinasa.
allegations, we still haven't ascertained whether your arrival in...
Aw, 'tis a shame. I thought surely after my honest account you might let me off the hook.
Sarah's quite the meticulous one.
Yes, the invitation letter. Don't be mistaken. Strange. Though I had a little too much to drink.
If you were holding the invitation in your hand the whole time...
Well, to properly compare the taste of Mondstadt wine, I couldn't both hold the invitation.
In which case, I believe there's only...
Huh? You're way ahead of Paimon. Do you two already know where the invitation letter is?
Kemarin itu kepala. Satu.
Huh? That doesn't sound right. The invitation is pretty big, isn't it? And if it's in his shoe, he would feel it when he's walking.
Drinking too much may occasionally render the tongue a little numb, but it's true. It certainly wouldn't affect the feet. Ah, yes! I remember now. I knew you'd help me find it.
Cuma, oh iya nggak ditampilin ya. Pengen tinggal pakai topi. Sadis itu.
This is indeed an invitation letter issued by the Yashiro Commission.
However,
British
starting tonight,
Yashiro.
now if you'll excuse me.
There goes Sara.
Mr. Hirayama, I'm Calx. We had originally arranged to meet today.
Ah, yes, so you are Calx. These are the materials.
Let's see. Though there were once many stories regarding each of the 5 Kasen, but at the very least,
So, is the info useful for your paintings, Albert?
to some extent, yes.
I am
Some
sorry that this
extents.
information, though Lady Yi did so all you need to do is follow through with what's in your own heart.
That does sound like something Miko would say.
Thank you, Mr. Hirayama.
Great. I'll leave it to you then, Calx. Tomorrow morning, Mr. Genyu, whether the stolen books are eventually recovered or not, you have my gratitude.
Well, seems there's nothing more we can do here. Let's go. Huh? Betty?
Traveler, Albedo.
Traveler. Our cousin Saweria.
What is it, Venti? A piece of paper?
Indeed. When I awakened to find myself in the warehouse this I didn't think, but on
Nico.
Let me see.
the story told in this,
Seriously? It's literally the same story you just experienced yesterday.
Oh,
Yes, I concur. But why leave the paper here in such a fashion?
all right. Little meeting
yeah.
together in Inazuma like.
Hey! You just... and let's not forget that Albedo still
No, it's fine. Let's all go for a drink together.
Wait a minute!
Ceritanya tuh
As I mentioned before, if I use a
GG
model...
semua. Oh ini
1 year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a
Bruce.
page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was
Aoi
questioned
no
regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated.
Wow, you really...
Yes, it really...
Hey, don't get too full of yourself, tone-deaf bard. Well,
Ada
Albedo,
semua
who
dulu.
will be your next portrait?
The next one will be Aoi no Okina of the 5 Kasen.
Albedo, might I suggest waiting a little?
Another story?
I believe he's referring to the possibility...
Do you think the mysterious...
It certainly is a possible... For example, it appears that through...
Yes. So for now, we need but just wait patiently.
Modern Festival.
The passenger ship from Lyra that we're supposed to meet ship... You knew that...
Chang.
Hi there! You must be visiting from Lyra to participate in the... Huh? Is it Paimon, or have we met somewhere before?
Yes, in fact we have. I'm Shu from Feiyun Commerce Guild, the inventor of Theater Mechanicus. We heard that they'd be
Oh! Speak...
Master, he's,
Whoa! Sincho's just sitting there. Sound asleep.
Yeah, asleep.
What? Oh. It's the Traveler and Paimon. I presume you're guests in Inazuma as well?
Oh, we aren't actually guests. We're actually guides for the Iridori Festival.
Please, no need to worry. Yes, no... Huh? That's odd. There was a piece of paper underneath my bag. Strange.
Ooh, let Paimon have a look.
Aoi no Kino.
There's no doubt about it. It's
The story you found before?
oh yeah, in the warehouse down by yeah, that's it. If you can find one of the stories and give it to this friend of ours.
Wait a moment. So you mean that
Hey, it's hard coming up with stuff on the spot like that.
there's a chance of meeting Calx in person? Really? That's wonderful. I knew that just a few days later. It is a most rare opportunity for both.
Don't worry, Shincho. Also, we heard that Calx did illustrations for your A Legend of Sword novel.
Ah, so you've already heard. To be honest, Calx is not only a skilled artist, but when I looked at the art— oh my! I was beginning to get carried away there. Let us depart. Quickly now.
Luckily, the idea of meeting Albedo managed to draw Shincho's attention and keep the situation under wraps. Let's just hope we don't let anything slip.
The blue flowers left behind. Ini bisa gacha gak sih? Dua lagi.
Traveler, Paimon.
You must be Calx. Ah, forgive me. It's—
And you may call me Albedo then.
no, no.
Why not? Besides,
It's not just you, Albedo. We have,
Oh, by the way,
poem hunt?
you know,
Iya. Oh ya.
Oh, I understand the story now.
splendid.
If all of you are free.
Well,
do you have other plans, Shincho?
no, not at all.
Shimura's.
That's perfectly fine with me. But I must first unpack my—
No, Paimon, I'm not.
Huh? Shincho's suspicious.
Paimon, you read the poem, right?
Read them together? Suiko huh?
Nicholas Aino.
And that is precisely the point of suspicion. Moreover, yes, that isn't.
But how could Shincho be the book thief? His
Calm down, Paimon. I think there must. It's difficult. I'll be relying on your assistance to get to the bottom of this matter. Good.
Oleh Stolan. Aku harap tidak ada interruption. Beberapa quest.
Adventure time.
I don't see anyone suspicious around. First, we must, since we're still waiting for him.
Aduh, kayak gini lagi. Aoi no Kina. Oke.
Albedo?
If he really is hiding something.
Oh, come to think of it.
Is that so?
Kota.
The last
Yeah.
phase of the Irodori.
That's right.
I've seen Gen
He'll be there in person on the day of the release, so we'll get a...
Wait a minute. Did you just hear that?
Welcome to Uyu Restaurant.
Asakir.
Hello there.
Do you
What
have
can I
any
get for
special
you?
recommendations today?
Why, of course.
So the weather at sea...
It sure had.
Oh.
Oh. Rumah kaki.
That was delicious.
Ah, yeah.
That's good. Now's our chance. Let's talk to Shincho and see if he says anything useful. Maybe we could start by asking...
To be honest, there wasn't much to see. So, when the peak of Mount Yogo finally... However...
Paimon didn't catch anything suspicious so far. Oh, right.
We learned a couple of things from his account, but we still require more evidence. Let's discuss
While it is entertaining to read, you must give great... And even when you have come up...
I couldn't agree more. Whether it's writing a...
Shincho and Albedo are getting into some deep topics now.
Speaking of illustrations, my
Speaking
novel
of
didn't sell well in Leo,
illustrations.
yet you've consistently managed to select...
Thank you. However, light novel illustration...
Well, that scene...
No, there was a crack in his alibi. My illustrations were sent for print... Xingqiu, we have something very important to ask you now.
Oh? Why the solemn looks all of a sudden? Huh? I'm afraid I don't follow.
Mr. Okazaki
On top of that, the latest installment of A Legend of Sword will only be revealed...
Well...
The jig's up, Shincho. You are you in some kind of danger, but...
No, please. You misunderstand me. I suppose my lack of sleep is inevitable. I did in fact come to Inazuma early to...
Oh, well, if this isn't a coincidence.
Huh? Tone-deaf Bard, what are you doing here?
I heard that the owner of this establishment has some fine-aged wines.
Paimon knew you could have...
Says who? In fact, I come as the bearer of... I just bumped into Kujo.
Huh? The criminal who's...
Did I say something I shouldn't have?
Oh no. The person they apprehended.
Apologies. Kujo Sara didn't mention a name.
Everyone, it's too late to explain.
Danger. Ntar, ini kan nanti kan Yoimiya ya. Disuruh quest Yoimiya lah ya.
Adventure time. Off we go.
Ini bullshit sih kalau disuruh quest ini. Perlu solusi.
Please, wait.
Oh, so you must be...
Anyway, you...
No need to worry, Zhenyu.
Yes. In fact...
Oh.
Well, to be precise, we had dispatched to...
Pretty flustered. What exactly is going on here?
In the end...
No, Zhenyu. It's only appropriate that I take for the Irodori Festival. I recommended the idea. Not only was this the first... However, I did not discuss our plans with the authors.
Yes, to be...
Even though such an event will be difficult for Jen, so these past few days, so I came up with the... I thought everything would work out without a hitch. To make things worse, I was on vacation and staying with...
Onodera. Also, I knew that Onodera had, at a previous event, the Yai Publishing House had requested I practice tirelessly for... But, looking back on it now, I had dug my...
Hey, come on, you two.
Yeah, that's right.
Onodera, I think you should explain the truth regarding...
Yes, I understand.
I should probably be heading back to...
Kita mohon nih. La.
Onodera, what are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I'm very sorry for all the trouble that I've caused.
Yes, Onodera. Why didn't you tell everyone earlier?
That's right.
Let's leave the past behind us now. Our first priority is to help Jinyu.
My progress is not what I had hoped for. Even after working through the night these past...
Oh, no wonder.
I understand. Murata, go back to the I Publishing House and get...
Yes, Mr. Hirayama.
Yes, good idea. Ah, you've just reminded me. 2 calligraphers from Liyue arrived today.
It seems I'm really in for it now.
No need to worry, Jinyu. I'm sure you can do it.
Yes, but writing novels and learning calligraphy are 2 entirely different skills.
Even though Xingqiu still...
I always used to...
We also owe a special ode of gratitude to the mysterious person.
Huh? You mean whoever left behind those...
Pardon me, but what are you talking about?
Oh, right.
I see. It appears that Albedo. May I ask you one thing? Not only do I owe the successful resolution of today's incident to that...
No problem.
No problem.
That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akahito.
Let's... Albedo really is something. He finished the portrait of Aoi no Okina in no time at all. Wonder how Xingqiu's calligraphy training is going at Uyu Oh, hello? Mr. Storywriter? He's a friend of ours in the release of his... Oh, what's that sound? It was just a cat. It's getting late now. Well, let's go back and get some rest. We still have to go to the docks and wait for another ship tomorrow morning.
Kaki. Siapa itu?
Adventure time!
It's already time for us to be at the docks. Let's go!
Kazuaris.
The arrival schedule says ship stopover 1 person. Does that mean we're only welcome? Look, that figure on the wharf. It looks like Kazuha.
Greetings, traveler in Paimon. I was a little surprised myself when I...
Kazuha.
Ah, yes. You see, when I came off the book, I could tell they were not foot, even though I didn't...
Oh, just...
Huh. How did you know? Fascinating. It's almost hard to believe such things could happen. Sure, here it is.
Last time, Aoi no Okina's story this time basically says that... well, if Paimon were to rate today's story, it sounds pretty unfortunate.
I don't think there's anything...
But according to the story, Akihito was at... Huh? Traveler, what are you thinking about?
Ah, by the way, in Liyue, while sailing it...
Baiting spells cup. Oke. Takaisto. Nggak ada biru.
Albedo, we figured out a way to help Shincho.
Interesting. Stamped seal, huh? Indeed, it is an efficient solution. If we use a stamp, then Xingqiu won't have to struggle with his handwriting anymore. Since Xingqiu's... But I have another idea.
Off we go.
Wah, unyu restoran. Ini please jangan lagi crash, Pak. Aku pengen kesini tuh crash terus loh. Aneh. Mau ke domain, mau ke tempat apapun, teleport pun crash, Pak. Saweria.
Yes, that's it, Genyu. You're writing.
My apologies, but I simply can't do it anymore.
You just had a 10-minute break.
When it comes to pushing a deadline, there's no one.
No wonder Lady Yai would always send the edit.
Whoa, this is getting scary.
Mr. Hiroyama, we found a solution that might just solve our dilemma. In both Liyue and of course, a seal on its own is not. First, we'll use a personalized seal. We can simply carve one using Chenyu's signature as the design. In addition, I'll also design a simple...
Let me think. All right, I think that would...
So, what...
Mr. Hiroyama, it suddenly occurred to me that but if we adopted Calx's proposal, and if all the authors signed their books in the same fashion...
If you think it's feasible, I would certainly be happy to design
Yes, and you may...
In that case, I shall cut...
It is a great honor to use a signature.
My pen name is quite
Great! Looks like everyone's on board with the idea.
I'm sorry to have kept you busy for so long, Genyu. Please, take the books that Genyu already...
We did it.
Thanks to everyone's efforts, Onodera and I are finally free of that mess.
That's right! You're finally free, Shincho!
Uyu restaurant. Please.
Adventure time!
Aduh, kayaknya ada event lagi di sini. Jangan, aduh, apa lagi nih? Open wishes. Sana main nih.
Welcome back. So, any luck at the International Trade Association?
Yes, they did. Here.
Excellent news. So, apart from the silk, I just need to go and take stock of our materials.
They better all be there.
I do hope nothing else is missing. Traveler, on the subject of garments, I've been meaning... It's just... I wasn't sure how you'd feel about the idea of dressing in Inazuman attire. Oh? Are you sure? Is that so? Impressive. So travelers of your stature hold themselves to a dress code.
More like when you're away from home, you've gotta live by certain rules to survive. But Paimon would still love to check out some Inazuman outfits. Just what is that supposed to mean?
Your interactions are so adorable to watch.
Adorable to watch.
Well, if you're sure, as you wish. Something else I've been wondering is...
It's so true. Some people like to wear a hood.
Really? So there is no single standard and people just... So fascinating.
Wait! So you want to dress like a peacock now?
No, of course not. I would very much like to travel across the 7 nations and see how people live.
Sorry to keep you waiting. I've checked my inventory.
Thank you. Is there anything else you're missing?
Unfortunately not. I have all the materials I need.
Yes, please.
Understood. I'll get to work shortly.
Here you go. Is it possible to treat this as an urgent order?
Well, luckily, until then, I'm...
Good idea. Let's check out the...
For our next stop, I'd like to take you both for a meal.
Food? Oh, Paimon likes this plan.
Ini dapat ini apa?
I thought that the relaxed app. Shall
Makanan
we head off?
khusus.
Yep, yep.
Ah, pizza itu. Sudah.
Off we go.
We still have some time to burn. Where should we go next?
Traveler, there you are.
Oh, it's Ayaka! And Venti! That's an interesting combo.
I was just going to the festival. This bar just happened to be close by at the time.
But the paper she found,
Here's the paper. Please, have a look.
Huh. All the
And even though there are only 2 short sentences, the position of the writing seems to...
if we take the poem literally, it reads, "Dip this paper in water and see the truth naturally appear." Speaking of which, so, shall we give it a whirl?
Zoom. Harusnya Ayaka tahu tentang insiden kakak. Cuman itu pura-pura nggak tahu apa enggak sih? Nggak ngerti.
Wow. Let Paimon see what it says. Story says that the plagiarized...
You see, Paimon, to ensure the text lasts, such special inks are time-consuming. However, since Akihito's poetry collection was an important gift to be... But as for the plagiarized poems, not only would they lack Akihito's seal, but the words would also react differently when exposed to liquid.
Which means Akihito...
Yes, it appears that this is the truth that Sumizome's story... Although the story is saddening, I've decided on the subjects that you... Kazuha, Ayaka, would you be willing to be the models for my paintings?
I would be delighted.
Yes, as would I.
There you go. The next 2 portraits should be ready in no time.
Yes.
4 story has been completed.
Long ago, Inazuma had 5 legendary poets. People bestowed upon them the title of the 5 Kasen.
One year, the poet Suiko made his way to Tenshukaku and presented the Kasen's work for the shogun's perusal. But a page from the works of Aoi no Okina had been torn out, and Suiko was questioned regarding the matter. Suiko pleaded guilty. He admitted to drinking at the tavern the night before, and vaguely recalled a mysterious figure approaching while he was intoxicated. That figure was none other than Aoi no Okina himself. This turn of events had begun with an unnamed individual, under whose coercion, Aoi no Okina was forced to take drastic measures to retrieve a page of poetry. He knew nothing of this individual's true intentions. All he knew was that the poem had to do with an old acquaintance, Akihito.
Akihito had once belonged to the 5 Kasen. Each poem he composed, he marked with a scarlet red seal, hence the Aka in his name. Such a distinguished writer was he, and yet one of the poems he had submitted the previous year was found to be plagiarized. Akihito was exiled for his crimes, and only 4 of the 5 Kasen remained.
Sumizome went over Akihito's poems and noticed that the plagiarized poem lacked his seal. She immersed his poetry in a stream nearby, and only on the plagiarized poem did the ink run. Aoi no Okina passed by and witnessed Sumizome's doing, which he then recorded in a poem. Thus transpired the events of Suiko's poetry submission, and this is where the story comes to an end.
Story begin. Jadi story end from the begin.
Yeah. Ever since we completed the story, one of the 5 Kasen is called Kuranushi, right? It's just that... How could the story of the 5...
Oh!
Huh? Not noticed what?
What he means is that the story of Kuronushi was already embedded with...
Huh? Really?
That's right. The key lies in the poem that an average person could never understand the scene of a young... Even Aoi no Okina couldn't figure out the meaning behind. However, for the perpetrator who framed, he was worried that if this poem was seen by the Shogun, then the Shogun, so in desperation,
Which means... The one who threatened Aoi no Okina is the same person that framed Akihito! What? Kuranushi?
That's right. Though they're only... Since the Shogun mentioned in the poems is certainly not the one of the 5 Kasen.
However, this also brings something else to mind. The story of the 5 Kasen has more... Which begs the question... Is there a Kuronushi in our world as well?
A Kuranushi? In our world?
Speaking of which, I wonder if our dear Kazuha has come up with anything.
Oh, right! Make sure you get it right early to buy your special edition drinks! Hey, Kazuha! Are you okay? You've been standing in front of this blank canvas for a while.
Apologies for making a wild assumption.
Yes. A few things did come to mind, actually. I don't mind sharing the stories.
Hey! What
Kaidehara, please for...
The Raiden Gokuden?
It appears that Miss Kamisato and I were thinking of the same thing. But it also has much to do with the Yashiro Commission.
It's fine. Though, however, this matter is somewhat complicated and may be difficult to explain. Let me start with the Raiden Gokuden.
Raiden Gokuden.
The Raiden Gokuden were, unfortunately, of the 5, the descendants of the Ishin art are...
Jadi gimana ceritanya?
Yes, but that's all part of the past now. My grandfather was dissatisfied, and in my generation,
I heard my elder brother mention that the decline of the Raiden Gokuden happened very rapidly. In the span of a few days later, there was... However, since not every family of the Raiden Gokuden came to ruin...
Indeed. I've also... However, I know that a major incident... Not only did it affect the Kaedehara clan, but it nearly jeopardized the Kamisato. After reading the story of the 5 Kasen, I can't help but feel like it...
What exactly happened?
I still can't say. I will tell you everything I know then.
Oh ya, everything. Dibilang ceritanya agak sedih juga itu. Season.
Adventure time!
Kazuha said he would wait for us at the 5 Kasen Plaza today. Let's go find him there!
Ah, you're here. It appears everyone has arrived. Last night, I visited a former servant who once worked for my family. In my great-grandfather's generation, though all the craftsmen... When the deadline came, the Kaedehara... However, the Kaedehara clan was... Moreover...
Yes. The sudden passing of the family head left the Kamisato clan later. This single incident had profound effects. even after the position as head of the clan was passed to my father. But, thanks to my brother,
The failure to forge the blade was ultimately However, the story of the 5 Kasen seems to imply that Miss Kamisato, I heard yesterday that might I ask you to do me a favor?
yes, I understand.
Place. Tiny. Buku.
Everyone, I've managed to find the old diagram.
Though Whoa. At this point, we can...
Diagram. Aneh loh diagram.
Although the effect is not too obvious, Kazuha, this is clear evidence that this chart was indeed tampered with.
I see. But I fear that I've discovered this secret too late. When my grandfather was young, he proposed reviving the Ishin art. Yesterday, the former family servant said that Sure enough, my grandfather also failed. My grandfather left Inazuma in a rage after hearing those words. He didn't ever see my great-grandfather again, even till the day of his passing. Looking back at it...
Oh, Kazuha.
I heard that your great-grandfather was very industrious when he was young.
Kazuha, did your great-grandfather really say...
Yes. My grandfather was so angry at the time that he smashed my great-grandfather's cherished bonsai tree.
Yes, it appears that you understand my meaning. Kazuha, if your great-grandfather thought that the Ishin art lacked finesse, then after witnessing his son's failure... But instead he said, if you can't find the secret within...
Huh? So you're saying my great-grandfather may have very well known that the...
Yes. The current evidence suggests...
I apologize, but would you all please accompany me to the Tenryou Commission? After I became a wanted criminal, I want to inquire about the whereabouts of those belongings.
All right, let's get moving.
Airport sini. Pincu di sini. Commission headquarters. Jangan bilang ada quest. Ya Streaming Commission. Ini kayaknya ada penjaga di sini. Aku rasa ya. Oh, nggak ada. Joke.
What are you all doing here? Did something happen on Rito?
Kujo-Sara.
Yes, I do. You're Kaedehara Kazuha.
Sara, we'd like to ask about the
Yes, the item seized at that...
No, I'm afraid you misunderstand.
I see.
Thank you, Sara.
Kaedehara, about the Vision Hunt decree.
That's all in the past now, Kujo-Sara. There's no need to mention it again. I know you've also had your own convictions and struggles. However, may I ask something of you?
Yes? What is it?
Currently, I have no plans to stay in Inazuma. Madam Kujo, I believe you are a person of integrity. After our investigation is over, I'd like to ask if you can handle those belongings for me. Please, sell them, and use the money to help the poor.
All right, I understand.
Understand.
Adventure time.
Understood. Kawa.
Ah, you must be here to investigate the Kaedehara clan's belongings. Well, Madame Kujo's already informed me of the situation. The Kaedehara clan's belongings are stored in this warehouse. Unfortunately, the items are scattered. However, I have clearly marked the... I'll be waiting for you at the door, please.
Kazuha, since the items are scattered throughout...
Yes, sounds like a plan. Thanks for your help, everyone.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, since the Kaedehara clan...
I'm afraid not. The blade on the sword hasn't been sharpened.
Let Paimon see! Oh, there seems to be a couple uneven characters etched into the scabbard. Paimon can imagine what Kazuha was like as a kid.
I will continue investigating here and call you if I find...
I'll be checking around here. You and the others can start looking elsewhere.
Alah.
What did you find, Shincho?
I found quite the pile of old books. These books here are all related to smelting steel. And these are about the process of forging blades.
The books about plants and flowers must...
I skimmed through them just now.
I can name it.
There must be some around here somewhere. Do you see all these pots here?
Hey! Everyone else is trying hard to help.
I merely jest, of course.
Well, Paimon doesn't really get why Kazuha... What if we don't end up finding anything today? Then wouldn't Kazuha...
I know you are worried about Kazuha, but if you ask me, he is stronger than you think. Since Kazuha made such a request to Sarah. No, not intuition. Leave the things here to me. You two can look around elsewhere.
Oh, it's you.
Whoa, this folding screen looks pretty old, though.
Yes. Perhaps if it were... I was taking a closer look just now. The soil is deeply embedded into the cloth. Because this is not what we're looking for now. Let me think. If I wanted to leave a message, but...
Albedo seems to be thinking pretty...
Everyone, I've found something that you should all have a look at.
Oh, seems Kazuha discovered something. Let's go see what he's got.
This flower pot was in my house for a long time. I heard that it was left behind by my great-grandfather.
Yeah, the plant seemed to have been dead for a while now.
Well, after my great-grandfather stopped, but he specifically left behind this dead plant at the time, and even instructed my grandfather not to throw it away in his will. My grandfather deeply regretted that he never managed to reconcile, but now that I think about it...
Now that you mention it, this flower pot is kinda suspicious.
Yes. Let's take a closer look, shall we?
We finally found something! It's only a bunch of blank paper. Do you think someone already discovered the compartment and swapped the contents?
No, I do not think that is the case here. See the paper? It's quite yellowed.
You mean to say that these sheets have...
Yes, I agree with this hypothesis.
Okay, let's give it a dunk then.
There is a pond outside the police station.
Nah, damn. Udah. So far. Buset quest Ayaka ini. Oh ini hadiah. Aha. Oh kayaknya disuruh jalan ini, yakin loh. Tapi kok jauh banget sih? Jauh banget gila. Kami satu.
Are we here? Ooh, it's one of those street side places.
Side places.
Welcome! Oh, Miss Kiminami. Ah, Miss Kamisato. Perfect time.
I believe Zep will be sticking to the order I placed in advance.
Excellent. No problem. Traveler. Tiny customer.
Go ahead and take a seat. There is something I need to take. I just have a few minor things.
Belong.
She sure left in a hurry.
So, you two are Miss Kamisato's friends? Well, we serve all the classics. Sure, over the years we've been in business, we've gotten to know the Kamisato. Miss Kamisato and her brother are both fond of our food. Her table booking surprised me.
The first time ever? Oh.
Sure does. And I'm probably crossing the line here, but
How is that
that's what I used to think too. Nobody in the neighborhood has a bad word to say about her. But that's just it. So you see...
Huh. Paimon never would have guessed.
We don't speak all that much, but we do go quite a way back. So it makes me really happy to see her here with friends today. Anyway, relax. Consider it a favor for the whole neighborhood. Look after her for us.
Huh? That sounded like Ayaka.
What the heck?
I'm so sorry, Traveler. Could you join me over there for a minute? I need your help with something. I'm sorry. I didn't want to drag you away all of a sudden.
Oh, so that loud noise we heard came from the cooking pot.
As you can see, this house is right next to the restaurant. It's where the owner lives. Actually, this whole compound is the family's private property. I asked Miss Kiminami to prepare...
Right! If there's something you want to eat, you could just order it.
Actually, I wanted to cook something as a gift for Tsubaki. My mother mentioned in her notebook, so I thought, if I'm going...
A dish from overseas? So, then we've got lots of options, don't we?
That's what I was thinking. You must have picked up a lot of knowledge about different cultures on your travels. Hopefully, can I leave you to finish this task?
Bang Carlos.
Just as a personal favor.
Carles.
Is that okay? Great.
Oh, Paimon knows. Pizza!
Pizza?
Pizza. Assortment of toppings.
That does sound pretty...
Masak dulu pizzanya. Ini harusnya Jin ini masak.
Pizza tak kan? Nggak ada.
Seriusan. Wah gila ini. Ada pizza enggak? Udah lama live-nya. 1 jam 25 menit kayaknya. Kita tulis di situ. Oh ada, oke.
Is the pizza ready?
Hehehe, nih. Aku dapat dari sono.
Oh, it's ready.
It smells delicious.
1,5
You're
jam.
an excellent cook, Traveler.
Well, all you need to learn is...
Great. I look forward to...
How are you all doing? Whoa, is this... Miss Kamisato, this must be the dish you were talking about.
Yes, an overseas dish cooked by the Traveler. Could I trouble you to package it for me?
Sure, no problem. Oh, it smells good. I bet it tastes amazing.
Oh, could you?
Salah.
The most satisfying meals
Enggak, gak bosan main ini game. Gak bosan.
If you can write down
Tapi
a recipe,
kalau
since we've become a, I'll go pack up the.
ngurusin 2 akun itu bosan.
You could have sold that recipe. You're a wonderful person.
Biar gak bosan gimana? Denger lagu.
I mean it. Well,
Yeah, let's make sure we. So, pizza. Start with the basic ingredients. Seriously? Right. Now to add the next couple of ingredients. Xiangling sure left a deep impression on you, huh?
oh, who's Youngling?
A friend of ours who's a really talented. Now for the cooking instructions. All right, it's done. Long may our reputations and our.
I have no doubt that they will.
Kalau ada hal yang baru nggak akan bosan kok. Tapi kalau pengen
Here it is.
kayak gitu-gitu terus
Thank you, Chloe. This is so exciting.
denger lagu biasanya.
Want a traveler, Paimon? All right. Well, what do you?
It's amazing. Paimon loved this one. Oh,
When I was
Discord,
attempting
DC,
to cook
Discord
earlier on,
maksudnya.
did you?
Itu ada tapi belum sempurna gitu.
She's happy for
Gak
me?
pernah,
Oh,
gak pernah.
then
Gak
what
tau
does it
buatnya gue
matter?
gimana cara buat Discord.
Thank you for your comforting word. It's all true though.
Masih belum tahu
I
gua
just-
guna cara buat
Most of the time
cara
I'm
masukin
either accompanied
botnya,
by family or
cara ambilin datanya.
Thank you.
Gak tau gue itu.
That makes
hey now. Expressing.
I agree. I just want to say how
Of course we do. Friendship can go a long way.
yes.
While we're on the topic though,
Well, I think I have an idea. I think that Tsubaki might be a fox envoy.
a fox envoy.
Yes.
At 27 cuma login terus masih misi harian
Even
doang.
I and fox envoy, you must have met
Ada
Koji.
waktu kan
That
gitu.
got me think.
Whoa. So,
When you say also,
well, before all kinds of them.
really? So Liyue lives up to its rep.
You should come visit Liyue with.
Really? Speaking of delicacies,
Oh, pie.
excellent.
Ayo. Cepat. Berat tekstil mas. Oh ini yang membuatnya itu ada quest lagi. Bangke. Nggak ada waktu. Terus apa? Biasanya kalau punya banyak waktu, mainin aja. Komunitas Genshin tuh banyak loh. Gak cuman saya doang main game ini.
Your garment is ready, Miss Kamisato. I've full. Oh, and the other.
Thank you for.
No, thank you.
Hack me.
Traveler, I have a gift for you.
Whoa.
It's a hairpin in this. I couldn't ask for your help and offer nothing at all in return. I'm glad you like it.
Oh
Speaking of
ini.
white herons.
You flatter me.
All right, well, now it's time to go meet Tsubaki.
Begitu di ini. Mana itu? Impulse. Di bawah mana? Oh ini. Sorry. Aku udah butuh lagi. Kita cari quest. Apa lagi? Ya ampun ini lagi pak. Lasting promise. Astaga aku harus ke bawah. Padahal di bawah loh. Wah gila. Gak ada misi lagi, harus naikin lagi air. Aku bingung cara naikin air. Eksplorasi kemudian eksplorasi ke Inazuma, eksplorasi ke sini, pokoknya semuanya harus eksplorasi. Bisa loh sampai 30. Banyak loh chest di mana-mana. Cuma kalau Anda bener-bener gak ada waktu banget untuk nyari eksplorasi, rasa bukan cara yang tepat untuk main ini. Mainin akunmu. Sudah air 27. Ada air kita kan sudah bisa masukin Inazuma kan. Harusnya bisa itu. Bangke. Itu yang bikin males. Ya itu.
I'm asked how strange. I'm quite sure that this is the location my mother wrote. But since we're here,
Kalau main di HP males banget itu asli.
let me
Tapi kalau di main di komputer PC itu bisa itu.
to decorate
Enak
my
itu.
hair, while a white rabbit sews a hemline from 4 rays of moonlight. Dressed appropriately, I face eastward and call out Tsubaki's name 7 times. In the blink of an eye, I'm standing on the path that leads to her house.
Maksudnya apa 147?
Sounds like a fairy tale. So your mom would do a little ritual and just...
I have a feeling that it could be. Let's get a little closer before coming to any conclusions.
Good idea.
Si, man. Mana North? Oh, East. Nggak bisa denger gua dari sini. Malah pengen apa? Ada FPS pada akhirnya. Ih, man. Nyapa lo enggak? Gua enggak main.
Bushes on the rocks in here. Could that be anything?
Tapi mana ini? Oh ini. Tapi temanku sekelas sekelas kuliah itu banyak yang main, cuman gua nggak main. Mau main R200 udah cukup gua. Sepakai prototype. Cukup kok. Ini orang gua pakai prototype nih. 96. CSGO pernah. Tapi pas lagi free to play doang. Pas lagi sudah masuk ke apa? Rana-rana ranked yang harus dibayar itu nggak lagi gua. Nah, 147. Oke. Oh ini.
Did it open? Did it open?
What's this?
Huh. Looks like a book.
It seems to be. Could it be Tsuba? Let's step back outside now.
Paimon knows what you mean. Reading in low light is
Ya, ada cerita sedih kayak gini. Aku rasa ya, udah lupa gue ini. Udah capek. Mau capek ini, tapi nggak bisa ini. Ini harus ini gacha biar dia seneng. Walaupun dapat Ayaka, oh dapat Forster. Tadi dia omongin. Oh dapat Red. Oh. Nice. Yorokondeo Nagisan.
Off we go. Here will do just fine.
All right, let's see what the notebook says. Ooh, Paimon bets it's all about mystique. What is it? Why are you whispering all of a sudden?
Gak tahu kan kalau dia seorang.
Oh, you want to let Ayaka read the notebook, but what could it be?
Traveler, Paimon, sorry to keep you waiting so long.
No worries, it wasn't long at all. You're a very fast reader.
You finished reading not
Yes, I have. I think I have to share, even though the contents are
Different how?
not a fox on